And we're getting set for kickoff here. It's the MASL2 Semifinals. John Wilsbach alongside Alejandro Rios. Glad to have you along. Expecting a great semifinal game here this afternoon. And we already read you the lineups and the rosters between the certified Lions of Oklahoma City and Iowa. As immediately out of the gate, Oklahoma City sending one up and out of play.
MASL division. Thank you,
sir. In the yellow is Iowa, sending it out of midfield. They played by Espinosa over to the far side and collected there by Gay. We're going to injured player. It looks like that's going to be Oklahoma City injured player. Lovano. John Wilsbach with you. Just getting on the air here.
10-4. 1-2, 1-2.
I think we got you there now, Alejandro.
Thank you, Chuck. What a pleasure to be here with you today. With the legend, gentlemen like yourself in the MASL division. Excited to be in this great final.
You know, in a beautiful arena here, Baxter Arena, and nice that they played here. I believe they played in Oklahoma City last year, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they?
Last year,
I could be wrong.
Last year it was in Des Moines, Iowa.
It was in Des Moines.
Finals, yes.
Oh, okay.
When the Savage took the title home, the Iowa Demon Hawks.
2 years in a row for Chihuahua.
2 years in a row for Chihuahua, yes, sir.
Now, the big controversy, and I don't know if you were there for that first game yesterday, was the Mexico City victory in their game against Omaha.
Yes, sir. I was honored to be there as a broadcaster as well. An amazing matchup and an unfortunate event.
You know, and we'll have the commissioner on tomorrow, Chris Economides, to talk about what transpired there. But essentially what it was the coach was on the roster as a coach, not as a player, saw time on the field, and therefore the rules stipulate that's a violation and a forfeiture.
Yes. And again, you have to read every contract that you come into. And it was a very costly mistake. There's a lot of division in Mexico City's official Facebook page. But again, a lot of people are saying, hey, rules are rules. You got to follow them.
And that's the thing, yes. And talking to Chris earlier today, he said, well, you know, if we don't follow this rule, then what's to say we're not going to follow other rules then? Everyone can just, you know, succumb the rules and do what they want. Yeah, it's devastating. And sorry to see that happen. Unfortunately, their mistake is a blessing for Omaha, who's in the semifinals in the next game. So Oklahoma City with the ball. Certified Lions on the back line. Played down along the near side, but that one's going to be blocked. Ball sent over to the far side, midfield. Going left to right is Iowa. Near side Diaz. They'll keep working it around. Put a 9 on the roster there that I'm going to have to double check as Oklahoma tries to get it out of the back line. Okay. Midfield, a lot of dribbling, not much going on. Here's Harrow, but he'll lose it. Played to the far side, Gutierrez, and back to Haas. Demon Hawks. Eligos playing it down along the left side. Pereira has it knocked away. Certified Lions come back up with it again at midfield. They'll work it around to the near side. Fabian Romero likes to go by easy. He sends it all the way up to Gayton, back out of midfield. Well, faking, working, moving in is Harrow. He'll circle it back out and send it all the way out of midfield to Leal. Nice steal, Demon Hawks sending it back out, but again, Certified Lions come up with it. No score early in the first. Here in the semifinals of the M2. Harrow onto the far side. Burleson along the far boards. Villela, he'll bring it out of midfield. He'll knock it to the near side. Now dumping it down into the left corner. And brought back out again at midfield. Villela along the near side. Trying to work it in, but Iowa doing a great job. Kind of stuffing down any attack.
Iowa should take advantage. They have fresh legs. Lions come from an intense game last night.
Here come the Demon Hawks again with possession. Lincoln will play it to the near side. Nascimento right along the near boards. Martinez, he'll work towards the line. I call it the yellow line, but it's white here. Much of the league, you'll find those two lines are yellow in places. Over onto the right side, ball tried to be centered by Lopez, but got deflected. And then a giveaway there in the end zone, trying to send it back into the corner. Burleson trying to clear it out, get some help. Down along the boards, gets a little movement, but Certified Lions able to maintain possession. 10:53 to go here in the first, no score. I'm glad that you've been able to see these guys. I've only been able to watch your videos this season, Alejandro. You've been able to see these guys a couple times, and Iowa many times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now, the man, Tanque Medina, that guy is a dangerous player. He's the player to watch right there.
He gets it over to Senny Gay out the top of the box. Blocked, and then a shot just wide before House able to grab on. Couple opportunities. Demon Hawks will clear it up the field. Pereira posting up over on the left point. Knocks it off the boards. Sent around. Hit underneath the crossbar. Comes back out. Oh, Ribeiro's so close on that one. Sent back down into the right corner. And Diaz puts it out.
Iowa Demon Hawks getting close to the goal of the Lions.
Still scoreless here in the first. Game one of our doubleheader. Avala will send it down to the near side, goes all the way back down. Into the Demon Hawks end, and they'll clear it back out. Oh, some free movement and a shot and a nice save. Avala getting the hand on it. He'll fling it right up the middle. Knocked back again the other way by Ribeiro. Kike, Ribeiro, ball sent all the way back to the keeper again. Rainer House sends it out of midfield, and Oklahoma City sends it back along the near boards. Midfield. Christian Gutierrez will cross it over to the opposite side. Romero down along the boards and back for Gutierrez. He'll dump it down to the corner, goes through. Avala comes over and sends it back out of midfield. Intercepted near side. Painolver trying to possess. Triana along the near side, Burleson. Certified Lions on their back line, dumping it down now into the left corner. Strong work defensively there by Romero, and get some help from Gutierrez. They'll bring it out of the back. Castaneda. Pedro will leave it over on the far side for Gutierrez. Near boards is Lopez. Romero. They're going back. Certified Lions pushing up now, trying to put some pressure on up front. Set up the middle of the field. Castaneda over on the far boards. Has it knocked away, trying to keep possession, but a nice job there. Here comes Certified Lions. Shot blocked by Castaneda. Kicked away by House. Back out of midfield, Romero. And again, the Certified Lions come up with it. Midway through the first. Burleson. Long pass right side. Shot, another save. Loose on the left and hit wide there. Couple opportunities. Painolver had the best one there on that left side off the carom. Demon Hawks trying to get it out, but they can't. Painolver again plays it to the left and then nicely cleared out as that was set up in the middle. And a great job there by Pedro to clear it out. Right now, some attacking going on by the Certified Lions.
We got the defensive squad coming in on the field as the Demon Hawks feel the pressure of the Lions.
All played forward, but the Demon Hawks with a nice steal at midfield. That's going to be Eddie Martinez. He has it knocked away, goes down into the corner, recovered there by Pereira. He's guarding deep in the corner. Sends it back out midfield. Nascimento. He'll dump it down to the right side. Here's Lincoln Burgess. Out in midfield for Guillermo Lopez. Lopez, deep shot, got deflected wide into the corner. Recovered by Harrow. Certified Lions get it back out in the neutral zone, but Lopez brings it back in deep in the corner. Centers, nobody home there except for Romero. He'll help clear it out. Still scoreless down the near side. Senny Gay losing it. Then breaks out the passing. Back for Romero. And down along the near boards, little battle there, but they're going to call the foul on Eddie Martinez. Little physical along the near side. Certified Lions again, setting it around the boards. That time by Villela. But the Demon Hawks come away with the possession. Out of midfield to the far side. Castaneda. Back to his own yellow. And tap to the near side for Eddie Martinez. Martinez, 9 goals on the season. He'll walk it up in midfield. He'll pass it down to the right side and knocked it back out. Here comes Cameron Burleson. He has it stolen back. Certified Lions trying to move in, and then we get the handball on the fall by Harrow, but instead they're going to call the tripping first. Restart opportunity coming up here for the Certified Lions of Oklahoma City. Just outside the yellow. As some of you are asking about the entire lineup here, since they didn't have the feed up early. I'll try to run that down here at the intermission for you. Nice shot. And a save. Cleared back out to the far side. Demon Hawks on it. No score. Diaz taking his time in midfield to the far side. Miguel Diaz with it. He'll send it towards the Oklahoma zone, controlled by Pereira. Back in midfield, Casanito. Far side, Santos. Works to the wing, shot gets deflected wide, cleared back out. And brought back out of midfield, Medina. He'll slow things up. Defensive struggle thus far. No scoring at all here. We get the pushing foul on Antonio Medina.
Number 25 is the anti-tank. Medina is known as the tank in the MASL world. And 25 is just on top of him right now.
Demon Hawks with it. Back on the near side. Ribeiro. Sending it over to the far side. Lopez trying to get to it first, but a Good hustle there by Gay. Clears it out of play. Should be a restart coming up at the top of the arc. And we're going to get the timeout. So this gives us an opportunity one more time, since our viewers early on did not hear the pregame lineups for the certified Lions of Oklahoma City. Brian Martinez, Senny Gay, Victor Arias, Alexis Espinosa, Kenneth Gayton, Daniel Valella, Fabian Romero, Eric Harrow, Ramon Triano, Cameron Burleson, Tristan Herrera, Jorge Leal, also Alvaro Lovano, Fernando Peñalver, Antonio Medina. You should have seen me down there on the field with these guys. They're going through their Spanish and their Portuguese with me and rolling the tongue. And I'm like, come on, guys, help me out here. And, of course, the goalkeeper, Caesar. Now, I said, is it Avila? No, Avala. I'm like, doggone you guys, making it hard for me. And go, yeah, I'll let you do Iowa because you've seen them all season.
Yes, sir. And the Brazilian team, these guys are amazing. We have number 2, Rafa Nascimento. You're like, what? That doesn't sound like it at all, Rafael.
No,
it's
no.
Rafa Nascimento, Christian Gutierrez, Jaime Romero, Kaique Ribeiro. We have also Lincoln Borges, Vitor Santos, Guilherme Lopes, Amaro Robert, Gianderson Pereira, El Capitan Brazil, Aaron Vasquez and Eddie Martinez, Miguel Diaz, and Javier Gallegos is the lineup. And of course, number 66, Heiner House. And let's not forget Tom Gallagher.
And Gallagher, yeah. House doing a nice job so far keeping it out of the net. But this time it's going to be Avila facing the pressure with a restart here at the top of the arc. 3-man wall sets up in front. Watch for Pereira coming around from the top. He'll play it to his left, off a little bit on the pass, and they have to renegotiate it back out of midfield again. Al sending it up the middle. Demon Hawks dumping it down. Onto the near side, Eddie Martinez. He'll chip it up the middle. Pereira. Now to the right side, Romero, shot hit the left post. Comes back out of midfield and dumped in. We have too many men on the field. Gonna get a blue card. I think the Demon Hawks changed up a little bit too soon and touched that ball and then played it in. Yeah, they did. Had one too many out there.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful at this late stage of the game.
Time of the penalty, 11:21 of the first. And too many men against the Demon Hawks. So a power play coming up here for Oklahoma City. They'll play it over onto the right side. Alela to the near side. Lovano, he'll approach, play it to his left, and then set it up again. Demon Hawks shorthanded. Daniel with it, playing it to the left side. Lovano. Now Valella sends it to the right. Into the corner. Trying to get some shots off, but not good open shots as everyone collapsed there into the box. For Iowa, they'll attempt it again. Over to the right side. Kind of disappointed they're not throwing up the power play time on the scoreboard. Especially for the players.
Someone's going to have a nightmare tonight. And captain had an opportunity to open, and he missed that beautiful opportunity.
It'll be a restart. Iowa up the field, headed high in the air. Pereira over to the far side. Gets it again. Another save this time for Avila. Oklahoma City trying to play it out, but kept alive, and back in Ribeiro. Now over onto the far boards goes Gay. He'll leave it. Power play still on here for Oklahoma City. Center point to the left. Into the corner shot. House saved. Sent back out. Headed back in. Near the top of the box. Here's Medina. Malala out front. Shot just wide left. Over to Medina on the left. He'll shoot it up and out of play. One thing, Alejandro, that I'm amazed at is that we have opposite side benches. We are so used to, at least mostly all the years I've been doing indoor soccer, your teams are on the same side. Here in Omaha, right in front of us, one team and the others on the opposite side.
Baxter Arena is a beautiful arena, sir.
Cleared out Avila. Teams are at equal strength. Power play is over. 1:25 to go in the first. No score here in the semifinals. All played over along the right boards. Chip tie in the air to the opposite side. Little side volley there, goes up and out of play.
Well, the D-My Hawks managed to kill that power play, and the Buccaneers Arena, before we got our own, we had opposite benches.
You did too, huh?
It was quite interesting.
Huh.
You keep an eye on the enemy.
I guess you can, yeah. Yeah, that's the first time I have called a game with the opposite sides. Interesting. Ball chipped up in the air and down into the box, but nice defensive guarding by Triana. Still trying to get it out. Kept alive, though, on the near side. That's Danito getting it out of midfield to Lincoln Borges. He'll get it back. 32 seconds to go on the first. Castanito over onto the far side, and Gallegos sending it up one way and sent back the other way. Not a lot of possession here by one particular team. Nice circle move there by Lincoln. He'll play it up and get the give and go, but goes down going for the ball. No foul called. They're saying incidental contact. They'll continue. Pereira, opposite side, and popped up with 1 second to go.
You got to take this shot. You got to take this shot with a couple seconds remaining.
So an interesting no call out there on the field. And I kind of agree with it.
Referees have a tough job, sir, and I admire them for what they do. They're nobody's best friends, that's for sure.
It's definite. They'll put it down. We've played one here in Omaha, Nebraska. No score. Iowa and Oklahoma City, the certified Lions. Both of these teams are, some of the elite teams in the M2. When you look at all the teams that are in the M2, just the lower division from the M1, you've got some teams that, some players don't deserve to be out there on the field, and some teams don't. But when it comes down to it, your teams like Iowa, certified Lions, Oklahoma City, Harrisburg, even Utica, for that part, Mexico City, of course. Certainly, with a couple additions, could play up in that M1.
Indeed. I mean, great teams, like you said, lots of great talent. A lot of these players have played in the TST tournament, the $1 Million tournament. They're up there in the top level, playing against MLS superstars, again, top-notch players. And we have some of the Brazilian national players here, some of the Mexico national players, and another great M1 division teams that a lot of these players have stepped down from to play and teach their skills to upcoming players.
Coming up at halftime, Manny, the owner coach for Omaha, will be stopping by. Have a little chat with him.
That would be great. How does he feel about a second life?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was shocked too. He was surprised because it was all over. You know, and he said, look, John, I readily admit we were beaten by Mexico City because they're yelling at us about this decision. We had nothing to do with the decision except follow the rules. He said, yes, you beat us, but you didn't follow the rule. And that's how Omaha's in the semifinals today.
They were shocked yesterday. I mean, they could not even eat their food because they were so shocked at the news. Omaha was there. They didn't know how to take the news, but they were great sports. And, you know, they're the host. It's good that they get a chance to come out. And, again, you got to pay attention how you do the paperwork. They didn't feel, like you said, the coach didn't fill out he was going to be a player.
That's right.
He filled out another form. He was going to be part of the roster, but not the official roster. And, again, it's you got to watch out, right? The devil's in the details.
Yeah, and, you know, Hanani Martinez has played in this league for so many years, 51 now, if I'm not mistaken. I called his games when he played for the Philadelphia Kicks when they won the MISL back in 2007. He also played for the Harrisburg Heat when they were in their first season, 2002-2003. And he's been around the block for a long time, but he did get in one game already this season. Why he felt the need to go back out there again, you know, only I can ask him that if he happens to show up at any of the games here this weekend. But it's just disappointing because they were and had such a fantastic season in Mexico City. It's a shame something like that had to happen. It
is. But a good reminder, again, read the fine print.
Oklahoma City, the certified lines going from our left to right here in the second. We are scoreless. Out of midfield, nice job by Eddie Martinez, blocked the pass. And the Demon Hawks with it, Lincoln Burgess. Played up along the far boards, played back. Kike Ribeiro brings it out, sends it, long pass, Lopez. Guilherme losing it and cleared back out by Gay. Recovered again. Here's Lopez. Sends it out of midfield. Eddie Martinez. Ribeiro sent in and sent right back out by Villela. Iowa comes up with it. House sends up the middle. Gay knocks it the other way, but a slip at midfield by one of the Oklahoma City players as the ball is still loose, and finally they blow the whistle. That was Kenneth Gayton. And it was very odd because where you see the painted soccer ball, a lot of times I don't think fans realize that even though you're on this artificial turf, when you put that paint down, some areas can get very slippery. Yes, and he actually tried to put the brakes on, and that's when he went down there on that paint.
You know, it's the Iowa Demon Hawks experienced that when we had an artist come out and paint our big logo, the big soccer ball and eagle. And I'm telling you, the first quarter, it was terrible. Yeah. Second quarter, the refs didn't know what to do. So at halftime, we ripped off $4,000 worth of artwork for the Iowa Demon Hawks because, like you said, it was slippery.
Yeah.
They couldn't play every single time. That was a couple of players got injured. And the owner, Mr. Darwin Salas, said, hey, it's going to hurt me, but I don't want nobody to get hurt. Let's rip it out.
That's right. Yeah, and I've seen that a few times over the years. Certain places, certain teams that used the wrong paint or put it down differently, and it just wasn't. You just didn't get a good grab on the shoes. I remember one game in Albany one time where they put the turf down over the ice. Must not have had it freezing enough, and the condensation came up through. It literally looked like guys were running in a skating rink. Everyone was slipping down, and especially when you get it on something, some turf like that. But Kenneth Gayton up slowly.
All right.
Still a little gimpy out there.
Hope everybody's doing okay. And you know what? I just want to tell Mr. Salas, thank you for bringing the team out here. He's doing such a fantastic job with the team, bringing all the talent together. I mean, the Iowa Demon Hawks managed to kill that power play with a 59% success rate. But again, Lions have only had a 50% success throughout their season on scoring through our power plays. So we did good there with stats. One another advantage for Iowa in this playoff game.
Well, the restart coming up here for Oklahoma City and the Certified Lions. No score early in the second. Avala sends it up the middle, dump back down into the corner. Miguel Diaz sending it out. They'll hold. Casanedo. Diaz. Santos. On to the right side. Posting top of the box. Shot blocked there. Good attempt by Casanedo. Demon Hawks set it up again. Diaz, top of the box. Another save there. Avila. Good attempt by Bitter. Santos goes wide in the corner. No foul going to be called. Demon Hawks wanted it as Pereira went down. So far we're seeing, for the most part, let them play. Here comes Santos again. Pass intercepted by Martinez. Ryan Martinez to the right side. Espinosa. Back for Burleson. Lovano back to the line. Leal to the keeper. Avila. He'll send it down. And an easy grab there for House. Very defensive game thus far. Ball chipped up the middle of the field. Taken to the far side. Lopez sends it back towards his own zone. Recovered by Jamie Romero. Lopez, back line again. Over onto the far side, here comes Diaz up along the boards. Is that Gallegos? He'll play to the near side. Romero, shot, knocked down. Had it in the air, but cleared right back out by Leal. It'll be a kick in coming up for Oklahoma City.
And you can tell the players now are avoiding the middle, just like the Bermuda Triangle of this field.
Yeah, they're just not able to get any good looks, which is a testament to good defense, but this one played up the middle and getting free to the right side. Shot, save again.
Wow.
Nice job by Avila.
What a great goalkeeper. I mean, keeping it's a tough match for them right now.
Yeah. Restart for the Demon Hawks from the right corner. They'll play it on the wing. Shot block, two-man wall, and hit by Romero. Nascimento sending it back to House. He'll play it up the middle. Santos trying to settle it, sends it back. 11 minutes to go in the second, no score. Gallegos up the middle again. All tapped by Pereira to the right side. Trying to center it out front for Gallegos, but it was blocked and cleared back out again. Demon Hawks will change up a little personnel. Janderson, Pereira. Pass intercepted, dumped down by Leal. Into the corner. Ribeiro getting there first, but couldn't maintain possession. Knocked around. Fabian Romero trying to get to it. Cleared back out into the bench. Kick in for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, we see we got Eddie Martinez on the field now. Watch out, watch out. Eddie is hungry for a goal.
Ball dumped down into the corner. Certified Lions Harrow. That's easy. Fabian Romero. Played up along the near side. Eric Harrow again. He'll move it down into the corner. Demon Hawks trying to squeeze there on Medina. Comes back out to the point. Burleson will play it to his left. Harrow on it in midfield. Knocks it forward, trying to get it to Easy, knocked around. Had one player kicked. Easy even goes down. Two Oklahoma City players slow to get up. They're not blowing a whistle. Iowa should have taken advantage of that. And now they will stop play.
Look at the sportsmanship out there. Look at that sportsmanship.
Watching the replay, didn't look that bad though, Alejandro.
You could be trying to sell a foul, and you know it's costly at this stage of the game because when you're injured, you have to stay out for 2 minutes. We saw that last night with Mexico City. One of their players came back in before the 2-minute mark, and they got a blue card. So it's hard to tell whether you're faking it or not.
So we get the injury timeout to Easy. Fabian Romero, 7 goals on the season for him. No score here in the second quarter.
Again, tired legs. They got to take every advantage they can to get a little rest.
Yeah, you know, folks don't realize that Oklahoma City got to Iowa and had to play out there and then now come here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Less than 24 hours to recuperate. It's very tough. Demon Hawks should definitely take advantage of this situation and wait for tomorrow.
They can get there. Right now, no one wants to score. They're both battling defenses that are really getting stiffer out there. Just really collapsing around that box, doing a nice job at cutting off passes. So a restart for the Demon Hawks. They'll try again. House will play it all the way up to the far side. Pereira on it. Now moving in Casanito, but cleared back out again in midfield. Here come the Demon Hawks running it out of the back. Miguel Diaz at the top. Pereira bumped down from behind. A little late on calling the foul, but they do. Restart just inside the line. Let's see how they set this one up. They'll put Diaz down the bottom left. They'll stay out front with Gutierrez and Santos. Gutierrez with a blast. Went up high and wide and out of play. It'll be a restart coming up for Oklahoma City and the Certified Lions.
A lot of these players know each other. They play with each other many, many times, and it's just a tight match right now.
In the semifinals, one of these two gets to go to the finals tomorrow. Certified Lions, Senny Gay. Ball dumped down into the corner. Medina, shot, save, House. Cleared back out by the Demon Hawks. Run back out by Gutierrez up the far side. He'll play it over to his left. Romero moves in. Now Santos. He'll work it forward. Gutierrez. Romero. Gutierrez. Casanito. Romero again. He'll play it down for Pereira. 25 goals this season for Jenderson Pereira. Ball knocking around. Espinoza comes up with it for the Certified Lions, but can't get it to Martinez clearly and cleanly. Comes out front shot. Gets saved right near the goal line. What a great save by Senny Gay.
How did he do that?
Got that foot out. Lug out. Back the other way comes Daniel Villela. Gets it. Goal! Little give and go action back and forth, and Villela will put the Certified Lions on top 1-0.
What a wonderful counterattack by the Certified Lions. I mean, look at that guy's save. It was amazing. Kind of reminded me of those snapping turtles that just out of nowhere snatches the goal away from the Demon Hawks. Beautiful counterattack, and they capitalize, and they have one on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you've got to give all that credit there to Senny Gay on that back line. What a great stop he made. And your goal by number 15, Daniel Villela. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 51 seconds of the second. And Villela with his first goal of the season. Only had 2 assists coming into this contest. But we go back to the other end, and it all started there. Should have been a goal for the Demon Hawks. And the big man, Senny Gay, able to get that leg out, get the foot down, and block it right inside that little keeper box, right in front of the goal line, the goal crease, and send it the other way. And Oklahoma City and the Certified Lions make Iowa pay for it. They've taken the 1-0 lead.
It's for the ratings. They like to come back from behind.
Oh, is that what they do? Have you had that a few times this year out there in Iowa?
We've had that quite a bit in the last couple of seasons. We tell Mr. Salas, he says, it's for the ratings. It's for the ratings.
Well, the Harrisburg Heat a couple weeks ago in the regular season had very similar. Had to come back in their game against Spice City out of Connecticut. And they waited till the last few minutes to do it. But they made it exciting for the fans, that's for sure.
Yes, last night, United Elite were coming back. We're making a comeback. And this team was a lot tougher.
1-0, Oklahoma City has taken the lead. Last night's games were in Des Moines, Iowa, just a couple hours, 2.5 hours away. To the east, they would have had everything in Omaha, but unfortunately the arena here in Omaha, Baxter Arena, was not available last night. So that's why they played the quarterfinals in Des Moines. Here comes Iowa again. Casanedo sends it out front. Shot there by Nascimento, blocked. Comes all the way back to House. He'll stop it outside his line. He'll dump it in and send back out. A lot of feet on it there, but Lovano able to clear it out, and the Certified Lions have it again. Painolver gets it up. Harrow moves into the right side. Nicely played off the ball defensively. Smooth move there by Casanedo. Pedro, some good physical play. He comes up with it now. Runs it out of traffic. Gets that pass forward to Lopez. He'll dump it down to the left side. Gallegos can't possess, and Leal trying to clear it out. Avila able to chip it all the way out of midfield. Ball dumped down along the left side boards. Harrow in the corner, trying to get free. Plays it out front. Here's Easy at the top, shot it wide. Runs it down over on the wing, keeps possession. Plays it back out, Burleson all the way out of midfield. Triana onto the right side. Medina moves in, takes it deep to the corner. Even the ref has to get out of the way. Ball played out to the right point. Triana again trying to get to it, got tripped up. Foul on the Demon Hawks.
Keke Rivero's secret weapon to defend against El Tanque Medina. They have been rivals many times. Chihuahua Savage. They've been teammates all kinds of plays, so we can tell that they know each other right there. I can tell the frustration of Medina right now, not being able to get closer and score more goals.
Well, let's see if Medina takes this restart. Only a two-man wall sets up from the right point.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's got very powerful legs.
Yeah, he's going to put Paley Espinosa over on that left side. Medina will approach. Tries playing it for that upper right side, and then the follow-up header by Gay is grabbed onto by Avila. 5 minutes to go here in the first, 1-0. Oklahoma City certified Lions. Deep in the corner, Medina trying to get rid of it. They get a stoppage there, tie up. That was Medina and Pereira tying it up. Restart coming up for the Demon Hawks from the left corner. Miguel Diaz. He'll play it opposite side. Thought Gutierrez was going to strike it with a volley shot there, but he opted not to. Ball played out of midfield. Easy comes over again, sends it over to the far side. All the way back to Senny Gay. Near side, Medina. Nice pass across the middle and a shot just wide left. Still loose on that opposite side and popped out of play, but Romero had the chance.
Demon Hawks got lucky there. And, man, what a match. What a match. I'm sweating over here. I'm speechless.
A tight 1-0 game thus far here in the semifinals. Here's Easy again. He'll circle it in the neutral. Play it back behind midfield. Triana sending it down into the corner. Painelver tied up. Falling down on it there is Lopez. I'm going to call the foul anyhow against Oklahoma City. So the restart for the Demon Hawks in their own end. They quickly get it out of midfield, and Burleson will send it the other way. Valello on the far side. All the way to the back line, Burleson again. Little spin move. Painelver sent in, but cleared back out. Burleson brings it up again across midfield. Deep shot gets partially blocked loose. Saved there by House. Comes back out again. Martinez, right side shot just above the crossbar by Espinosa. Demon Hawks finally able to clear it back up the other way. Castanedo. Avila will clear it. Cleared by Gutierrez and sent high in the air and out of play.
One of these beautiful things about Baxter Arena, high ceilings.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, almost got a superstructure on that one, but instead it goes out of play, and it'll be a restart at the top of the arc. Opportunity here with 2:58 to go in the half. Let's see what they do. They're gonna. Well, he's got a couple guys to his right. Shot just wide by Harrow, but the follow-up is a goal. And Oklahoma City has taken a 2-0 lead. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, or rather 12 minutes and 6 seconds. The initial shot just went wide, but the follow-up out front. What a great job by, I have it as Daniel Valella.
Yes, sir. Beautiful shot. Low and powerful in the corner.
Two nothing, and he's got them both. Iowa with it far side. Romero over for Lopez. Jeremy Lopez getting double teamed. They'll call the foul on Oklahoma City. Little shoving going on there as Lovano wants to mix it up a little bit for Oklahoma City. Better watch it. He'll get himself a yellow.
You know, Kaique Rivero, I call him the gentle giant. He's always a peacemaker, very chill guy.
Loose in midfield, and the Demon Hawks have it again. Ribeiro. Jeremy Lopez. Now Oklahoma City with it. Lovano. And Gay clears it the other way. Demon Hawks trying to get it back out again. They'll maintain possession. Romero with it. 1:41 to go here in the second. 2-0 Certified Lions of Oklahoma City. Romero up along the far boards. Ribeiro gave it away. Sent back out of midfield. Teams battling on a 50-50 ball there at the midfield, and it's going to be Martinez coming up with it. He'll move into the right corner, trying to take it deep around the boards. Easy grab there for House. He'll roll it back out far side. Back the other way comes Pereira. Now Romero. Up along the boards, Eddie Martinez with a shot up and out of play. With 57 seconds to go, 2-0.
Eddie Martinez warming up that leg. Getting it lined up, making sure that everything's going to be good for the second half.
And now the Certified Lions in control. Medina didn't get much of that shot, but House able to get the leg on it and stop it. Demon Hawks able to clear it out. Overlapping on the left and moving forward is Martinez, but Avila able to clear it back out again. Easy back in the game. Down to Martinez. Make that Medina. And a nice job sliding over his House, grabbing it right alongside the box. House just tossing it, but had no one moving back into that Oklahoma City zone. Riel gets fouled.
Little WWE action there.
Ball knocking around. Oklahoma City getting out with 10 seconds. Medina able to get free. Gets a shot off. Another nice save by House. Man, Medina, not a lot of speed, but he's just so strong and able to work his man.
That's why they call him El Tanque Medina, a.k.a. the Tank. Very tough guy.
Well, it's 2-0. Certified Lions of Oklahoma City leading the Iowa Demon Hawks here at halftime in the semifinals of the MASL2 playoffs. And we'll take a little break, come back with our halftime feature of Manny from Iowa, or rather from Omaha is able to make it up here. He's busy right now making sure everything's set up for the second game of our doubleheader. It's 2-0 in favor of the Certified Lions of Oklahoma City here at halftime on MASL2. University of Oklahoma City, leading the Iowa Demon Hawks here in the semifinals of the MASL2. John Wilsbach with you, and the owner of Omaha, the Omaha Kings, and the host of this weekend's games, Manny Viel, joining us. Manny, thanks so much. I know you're getting busy for your next game against Harrisburg, but what a great job that you guys have done getting this field set up on short notice because of an event that was here last night, and then coming back from Des Moines yesterday and now having to play Harrisburg today. You've got to be exhausted.
I am. At the end of the day, first of all, I appreciate you for those things you said. I am very tired, but this is what we do.
Yeah.
We commit to something and we follow through. Like I said, we're here. We're trying to put great production for the league, for the indoor game. We get a chance to play the Harrisburg Heat, which is a humongous brand, really well-known brand that, as a owner myself, a young owner, is a dream to play a brand that's well-known and that represented the indoor game the right way.
Well, let's talk about that ownership, because I did that for 3 years with Harrisburg back in 2013 to 16. So I can feel a lot of the pain that you go through. You have a beautiful arena here.
Thank you.
You're trying to get a community that's also big on college sports,
yes,
volleyball, softball, baseball, and of course, Nebraska football and everything else that's going on, Creighton basketball. So now you're trying to gather a piece of that sports that's out there, and how tough is that here in Omaha? People think of Omaha, they don't think of indoor soccer.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, anywhere you go into a city that's a college town, you're going to face problems or challenges. And at the end of the day, this is a sport that I grew up playing. This is a sport that I love.
Yeah.
This is a sport that I'm willing to give back and give everything I have to make sure that others know that we're here for the right reason. And that's why we're here. At the end of the day, this is God's plan. I'm giving everything that I have, my soul, my energy, to provide for the next generation. And that's why we're here at the end of the day.
And it's a family thing. Your wife helps you out a lot.
Yeah.
Does probably so much, because you've got to worry
So
about a
much.
team too to coach.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my wife is everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for her doing what she does behind the scenes, there wouldn't be any Omaha Kings and Queens. There wouldn't be any Emmanuel Veal doing this. And she gives me the drive. She gives me the energy. We look at each other. Sometimes we struggle. Sometimes we succeed. But we get better. We learn. We're young owners that we're hungry and we want to succeed and we want to get this to the next level. And that's truly what it's all about. Like, it's a test, and you got to challenge yourself. And at the end of the day, you cannot quit.
So where do you see yourself with this team in this city? Do you see that there would be enough success somewhere down the road to maybe make it into an M1, or do you always see that it's probably going to be an M2 and staying here?
Listen, John, at the end of the day, we do this because we want to make it to the highest league possible, right? The Division 6 years ago was to start amateur, then we went semi-pro, M3, then M2, right? We switched leagues, we got an arena, we got our own turf, we got the walls, and really my vision, the vision of this project is to be a M1, right? And so we're fighting for those productions, we're fighting for everything else to make sure we get there. Are we the right owners? I mean, I think we do a good job. Do we have the money? We can find it, right? And so I think the whole purpose of this is make sure we get the fan base, we get everything we need to get this program to where it needs to be.
So someone out there, maybe even watching right now, someone interested, maybe wants to invest in soccer, you're welcoming them to join you in this venture?
Yeah, of course. If things are meant to be, I think everything's worth communicating and trying to talk. You have 2 great owners here, 3 great owners that are willing to do everything it takes.
Yeah.
And all it is finding the right person. So if you're interested, just shoot me a shot, and I think, we can have a conversation and see where that goes.
That's great. Manny, how many years did you play?
Oh, I played 3 years starting,
3 years.
and then that was too much after that. At the end of the day, when you're playing, you're coaching, you're the manager, you got to drive the van, you got to do everything.
Yeah.
Enough is enough, and you focus on the production, and you focus on the business. That's what I had to do. So.
All right, last but not least, you were kind of taken back and shocked like a lot of folks when you realized Omaha was in the semifinals after losing last night. An unfortunate incident regarding the rules in the MASL and ineligible player playing. Now all of a sudden it's a forfeit for Mexico City, and that finds you guys here in the semifinals.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it was crazy. They definitely were the better team yesterday. Unfortunately, there's rules, and if we don't follow through with those rules, if we don't do our part as owners and coaches, then rules are meant to, they're meant to be there for a purpose. And I feel bad, for the players because they did a great job. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. There are rules, and we follow the rules, and that's why we're here. We didn't win the game. They had a forfeit, which allowed us to, come here into the semifinals, and that's all it is. I feel sorry for a lot of them, but it's just business, it's soccer. We gotta follow with our rules, and that's all it is.
A new life for your team. You get another game
and
tonight.
Now we gotta play the Harrisburg Heat. Now we gotta redeem ourselves. We gotta look at what we did yesterday. How can we do better? And now we're at home, and now we gotta take care of business.
Manny, so great that you hosted this weekend. Thank you so much for all you've done for the M2 and for this weekend's festivities. And we wish you much success here in Omaha.
I appreciate it, John. It's a pleasure having you here. Someone like you with the, with a great announcement, history, and just your energy and your passion. I love it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this to see what we're building. And we'll see each other here shortly next game.
So. Thank you, Manny. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Manny Vale, the owner of the Omaha Kings. They're on tap in game 2 here of our doubleheader in Omaha. And our score is 2-0 Oklahoma City leading Iowa. Well, 2 goals, both scored by Daniel Villela there in the first half. Oklahoma City's defense cracking down and playing strong. Iowa's had a couple opportunities, but just unable to get it past Avila. One of those opportunities was a great block, a goal line save for the most part by Senny Gay.
With a beautiful snapping leg kick right there. I was reflecting during the halftime. We were talking a little bit about this is the 3rd or 4th time that this head coaches go toe-to-toe. And it all started back in 2019 in the indoor soccer World Cup down in Australia in 2019. Thiago Coutinho, head coach of the Brazilian national team. Jaime Borrego, head coach of the Mexican national team. This is really personal.
Yeah. The goals were both in the second quarter at 7:51. Villela from Espinosa, and then at 12:06, Villela from Harrow. 2-0 our score.
2-0 our score. So the story, here we are again. 2 head coaches going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that matchup there, because I didn't know much about Thiago and Jaime and their past history.
Yes, both of them are head coach. One for Thiago Coutinho, Brazilian national head coach. Jaime Borrego, Mexican national team head coach. And this is the 3rd or 4th time they face off. Last time they faced off was in the Hy-Vee Hall in Des Moines. It was a rematch from the 2019 World Cup. And Mexico came on top. It was a little bittersweet for Mr. Salas because he's a Mexican national with the Brazilian head coach. And
oh, yeah.
It was something. It was something. And again, El Tanque Medina was there. He made a big difference for the victory of Mexico under the direction of Jaime Borrego. So again, this is really personal.
John Wilsbach here alongside Alejandro Rios. Glad to have you along in Omaha. We start this second half here, and it's going to be Iowa with the ball. You said they've had a couple recent incidents where they had to come back late in games. Let's see if they can do it here, or will Oklahoma City batten down the hatches? Here's Gay with a little push from behind. It'll be a foul on Oklahoma City.
Oy, oy, oy. He did it. He did it. He sold it very well.
Martinez, yes.
Eddie Martinez. You know what? Let's get that guy an Amway membership, and he's going to become a diamond in no time. He can sell it. He can sell.
Well, it's going to be Miguel Diaz taking the restart here, unless Janderson Pereira decides to come over. Now they both kind of step away. Who's going to take it? 3-man wall sets up. Shot there by Pereira is blocked. Demon Hawks come back for it. House sending it up the middle. Certified Lions will send it the other way. Ball knocks around to the near side. Diaz sends it all the way over to Gutierrez. Double teamed. Demon Hawks set it up again from midfield. Early here in the third quarter, game one of our doubleheader. The other semifinal coming up, Omaha against the Harrisburg Heat.
A match you don't want to miss.
Heat unbeaten this season after a very tough season in the M1 last year. Unbeaten this season in the M2. Demon Hawks, a lot of possession here. Still not getting any good opportunities on the open shot. Romero has it, the right point. They'll play to the left. Another shot and another block. Demon Hawks again trying to move it forward. Kenneth Gayton pushing up a little bit, putting more pressure on alongside Espinoza. Senigay setting it up the middle. Knocked around and down into the corner. Gallegos gets it from House. They'll work it up the far boards with Lopez. Guilherme cross the line. His shot gets deflected wide. Casanedo along the right wing boards. Just gets pinched off the ball nicely by the certified Lions, but he wins it back. Teams will change up. Long pass down. Demon Hawks in front. Goal! Jenderson Pereira. What a setup. Finding him on the far post. And Iowa is back in this one. It's 2-1.
What a beautiful goal by Jenderson Pereira. You know, I said earlier he was the captain, but I think we have another captain in this matchup. But man, oh no, he is Capitan, right? It's hard to tell, but that is.
Yeah, I think I do see the band on him. Yes. His 26th goal of the season. I will say that those stats did not include that I've been giving in this game from yesterday's matches, but we didn't have to worry about that yesterday or today with Iowa. So now we get another restart coming up top of the arc.
I would just like to highlight that save by Rivero. Beautiful, beautiful slide tackle, taking the ball against El Tanque Medina, which he has gone up against many, many times. If he wasn't here, that would have been a goal by El Tanque Medina.
Guilherme Lopez, I believe, got the assist on that pass over to Pereira on that goal. So our score is 2-1. Restart coming up top of the arc. Daniel Villela at the top. Three-man wall sets up. He'll play it to his left. Shot was blocked nicely. Comes all the way back in midfield. Oliva will clear it back up the opposite way, trying to get it to Medina. He'll work across the top. His shot blocked again. Lincoln Borges getting in the leg to block that one. Ball played back to House. He'll send it up the middle. Along the far boards. Lincoln with it, takes it all the way down the corner. Blocked along the side of the board. Savala still loose out near the top, but Oklahoma City able to get it out. Medina over on the far side. He'll cross it to the near side, easy with it. Leal has it poked away. Iowa comes up with it. High chip up the middle, but cleared back out by the keeper, Aula. They'll work it again down that left side. Casanedo around the boards. Knocked to the side. Certified Lions able to get it out with Burleson. And mostly all Iowa here so far in the third. A lot of possession. Holding the ball a lot better. Down that side, Romero sends it around the board. Zavala easy grab. He'll toss it up the near side. Here comes Easy moving into the left. He'll cross it over into the right. Hanover trying to get to it. Lopez keeping it alive in the corner. Brings it out for Iowa. Long pass down to the left. Gallegos, shot, save. Avila still loose down the corner. Triana trying to clear it out. Can't. Romero keeps it alive. Midfield Lopez. Gutierrez over on the left, shot high. Here's Martinez back out of midfield. Demon Hawks creating opportunities. Still loose, brought in far side. Jamie Romero dumps it down to the right side. Pereira gets it back near the top of the box, but unable to get that shot off. Burleson was all over him. Brought back out by Espinosa. Far side, a little bit of a run by Gutierrez, busted up, and House will come up with it. Rainer House. Ball kicked out of play. They'll call that a restart at the top of the arc. Not on the side.
Another Demon Hawk right there getting highlighted. Gabriel, number 7, ex-Demon Hawk. What a beautiful matchup, man. What a great matchup here in the semifinals at the Baxter Arena.
Here comes Daniel Villela. He's got both goals. 3-man wall. He'll play it to the right. Shot just on the crossbars. House got a piece of it as well. Demon Hawks able to clear it back out. Little foot race down the near side, and Avila comes all the way out of net. He goes down after getting a piece of it.
Oh, my.
Not good for Cesar Avila. Unless he's just giving the dramatic roll. Seen a couple of those this season. Players going for that 50-50 ball, and then you get the collision, and not good.
Well, 0 complaints here on the referees today. They have been doing a fantastic job. These guys are definitely professionals.
Yeah, you know, and I'm sure the MASL knows just the right guys to pick for this. I was talking to one of the MASL, the head of officials down there, who's doing a lot of the assigning and also the reviews of the refs for this one. He comes in from Colorado. A loose ball in midfield. Villela taps it forward. Here's Gayton, and House got a piece of it. Follow-up goal! Alexis Espinosa. Pele.
What a beautiful shot. I mean, this guy didn't even think about it, didn't even look back. He just somehow smelled that goal.
So Oklahoma City not getting a lot of chances here in the second half. When they get it, they take advantage of it. Alexis Espinosa, his 5th of the season. Time of the goal, 7:37. That ball sent around to the
Quick meet. It seems like we're in a quick meet timeout, and Thiago Coutinho is trying to regroup the team there. And I mean, you can tell a lot by the body language there. We can see the Lions all gathered together, listening to the coach gather instructions. Demon Hawks need to come up with something special if they want to turn this around.
And I believe that may have been either Gayton or Villela who got the assist on that last goal. Wait for the officials to post it. But it's a 3-1 game. Oklahoma City certified Lions.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after this matchup, you cannot miss You cannot miss what's coming up next. The Omaha Kings against your team, sir.
My Harrisburg Heat. Yep. Heat had been around since 1991. And then disappeared for 9 seasons after the 2003 season, and then came back in 2012 and only missed that 1 year during the COVID outbreak when a lot of teams sat idle.
It would have been hard to play with a mask.
Yes, you got that right. It's bad enough watching a lot of high school teams and stuff like that and trying to play with masks. It's like, really, you're going to make these kids play with masks out there running around trying to suck up some oxygen?
Oh, man.
Well, Iowa's got its back against the wall again. Down by 2. Still a lot of time left in this game. Semifinals of the M2. Medina. He'll get it back with a little run down the left side to the corner. Is shot just wide. Oh, pop that right post. Midfield. Demon Hawks on it again. Gutierrez dumping it down. Looking for Lopez, but trickles along the board and an easy grab for Avila. Little physical grab there, but Demon Hawks get it back. Far side Lopez. Pressure on the backside. Livano poked it free. Lincoln has it, sends over to the right side. Gutierrez. All played near the top. Good foot skills there, but Diaz unable to get that shot cleanly off at the top. Goes out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Demon Hawks.
Lions definitely playing with lots of tenacity. Very ferocious team. I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know how they managed to recover so quickly from last night's game.
And back in the regular MASL and MISL days, there were teams that used to have those 3 games in 3 days during the season at one point. There's a shot just wide. And every team had that at one point in the season, 3 games in 3 days. You didn't look forward to it, but some teams just drowned in being tired, and other teams somehow rose up during those times.
What I've seen before is owners and coaches scrambling, going to Walmart, getting tubs to get ice baths going.
Oh, certainly a lot of guys banged. When you had those 3 and 3, you made sure you carried a couple extra scratches just in case you need them at some point.
Those inflatable bathtubs came in really handy this year.
Here's a shot on Avila. I remember one Harrisburg had many years ago. I think it was Dayton, Canton, and Detroit. 3 and 3 as House grabs on. Chip shot out to midfield. Couple headers there. Kept alive on the far side by Lopez. Sent the other way. Look out. Certified Lions, Romero. Then Burleson gets tripped up. But
No
the
foul.
Iowa player, no, he had all ball. Just Burleson went down with it.
Everybody looked at the ref like, what's going on, ref?
Yeah,
Play on.
that's right. He had the foot on that ball when he went down. And he had every right to piece of it. Here's the Demon Hawks trying to keep it alive down the corner, but Ribeiro unable to finish, and then a goal! Demon Hawks back in this one. Time of the goal, 10:29 of the third.
Martinez.
Eddie Martinez.
What did I tell you, man? That guy had to get a goal. He is something else.
That's his 10th of the season. 3-2 certified Lions of Oklahoma City leading. Here's House putting it down. Tight, close game here. Nice little give and go action there, trying to get it to Lopez, but cleared back out of play.
They're
They're going to call it a restart, top of the arc.
That's the things you got to watch out for. You don't want to give one of
No.
those.
You'd rather just a regular kick in, but
I wonder who's going to take the kick. I see Capitan G. Anderson just staring at that ball. He's got that give me the ball look.
Pelly's going to line up in that three-man wall for Oklahoma City on this restart. Approaching Romero. He'll play it to the left. Shot knocked down by Avila with the follow-up goal, and we're tied up. Ribeiro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up here tonight. 3-3. I wonder what
Is that
Coach...
Kike Ribeiro?
Yes, sir. That was Ribeiro. Kike Ribeiro, the gentle giant. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what Thiago Coutinho said back in the locker room, but it's working.
We're tied at 3. Second goal of the season. Kike. We're tied as the Iowa Demon Hawks come back in this one, give away in midfield. Ball dumped down into the corner. Malella trying to get to it, still loose. House grabs on. Loose in midfield. Here comes Diaz. Stop at the line, play behind him. Working clock, working possession, tie game. 3:24 to go in the third. Little run up that left side, Casanito. Into the corner, gets free, centers, but nobody home. Certified Lions able to clear it back out. Little run by Espinosa. House comes up with it.
Beautiful play by House, beautiful.
Got it out to Diaz, but couldn't run with it. Had to resettle it. They'll change up. Gallegos moves into the left. Faking, works, gets into the corner. Shot, save, Avila. Demon Hawks, oh, nice opportunity there. Trying to center it for Lincoln Burgess, but just off the mark a little bit.
This is the first time I see Demon Hawks pressing on the Lions this hard.
Ball dumped down into the corner, and Avila gets over. Ball stays in play, though. Looked like it was going to go out, but it did look like it hit off of one of the players when he tried clearing it. Another opportunity trying to get that ball forward for Gutierrez, but can't thread the needle as the ball goes back towards the corner. Avila comes over again, uses the glass, but the ball deflects out front. Leal has to come out trying to clear it. Burleson takes over and knocks it the other way. Else getting it up the middle. 1:38 to go in the third, tied at 3. John Wilsbach alongside Alejandro Rios. Glad to have you along here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Such a pleasure. You know, you can tell the fatigue is now kicking in on the Lions as they're playing more and more defensively against the fresh legs of Demon Hawks.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. What's going to happen in that fourth? Demon Hawks are fresher. Here's one from the top, and a great save by Avila, stopping Casaneda.
Wow.
Corner
amazing,
kick.
Amazing goalkeeper. Let's call him Clark Avila.
So the corner kick coming up. Restart out front. You see Ribeiro, who had just scored a few moments ago. See if they try to play it out front. No, they'll go to the left. This one skids over wide for Pereira. Kept in, loose, out of the box, left side, shot up and out of play. Excellent opportunity there. Was that Diaz who had the chance? It was.
Missed opportunity by the Demon Hawks.
Yeah, Miguel Diaz. Oklahoma City not getting many opportunities. When they get them, they take advantage of them, but they're looking for a foul there, not going to get it. Demon Hawks keep it alive. On the left, shot, score! Top corner, Pedro Casanedo.
He came back and redeemed himself after missing that shot earlier. What an amazing game. What an amazing game. Demon Hawks, 4-3.
Their first lead.
Their first lead, sir. Their first lead. I'm trying not to be biased here, holding my emotions.
We're just rooting for a great game, and we're getting it.
Yes, sir. And that is what's beautiful about the indoor soccer game.
4-3. Iowa Demon Hawks with the lead. And not too far of a drive for the Iowa fans if they come over again tomorrow, if Iowa would be in the finals.
Yes, sir. We definitely have some of our loyal fans here in the stadium today. One of our also awesome sponsors, Cocos Electric, showing up and giving love and support to the team. And all the family Salas, of course, being here today. They could not miss this amazing matchup.
Ball goes out. Restart coming up for Oklahoma City.
1.3 seconds on the clock. You only got time for one shot.
That's it. You've got to go right at the net on this one. And
as long as the ball's in the air, it's still valid, right? That's a good question. I don't think even Google knows this.
yeah, no, it should be. If it hasn't crossed by that time, there's a block on the shot. We have played 3.
What an amazing third quarter.
Yeah, what a nice comeback here by the Demon Hawks to take a 4-3 lead after a 2-0 shutout at halftime by Oklahoma City.
They are pumped up. You can tell their pre-workout is kicking in. They're ready to go. Iowa Demon Hawks, and now we see the coaches talking to each other, scrambling, coming up with a strategy. I just love the tenacity, what's the passion of both coaches here as they're both going at it, telling the guys what to do.
Well, and you touched upon it earlier, the fact that you know, the Demon Hawks got the breather, got the rest. Oklahoma City had to play yesterday, and they're the ones who really have got to find their legs here in this fourth quarter. And as we saw here late in the third, they're slowly losing those legs, but
All right, so I just got a text from one of our staff, Dash Cohen, who's watching MASL from recovery from an injury.
oh,
He tells he reads the rule book. He's actually read the whole rule book. This guy's amazing.
is that right?
We love this guy, Dash. So he says that no, if the ball is in the air, it doesn't count. If the time runs out,
That's
time
it.
runs out. That's
Time
it.
runs out. Yeah, not like basketball for folks looking for kind of a similar call. Basketball leaves the hand. All right, it's in the air. But yeah, soccer
MASL.
got to completely cross that goal line.
Kind of like hockey rules, minus the punches.
Right.
Well, sometimes there's punches, but we cut to commercials normally.
Well, you know, when the old original MISL started out, way back in the day, you know, that was kind of the thing. Let's make soccer. Let's make it kind of like hockey, but put the turf on the ice instead and keep the ball bouncing off the glass. And, you know, we've come so far from those glory days of Steve Jungle and so many of the greats from San Diego, Baltimore, and Dallas of the MISL.
Sometimes all we remember is their mustache.
yeah. And those real short shorts that they used to wear back then.
Yes, sir. Really short
Oh,
shorts.
that was like the NBA too. Used to have those guys.
They were more aerodynamic back then.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think so.
Well, coming up, game 2 of our doubleheader.
Yes, sir. Now, like you said, Demon Hawks first time on the lead. Demon Hawks need to keep their calm and play their game. Lions are going to come out. They're going to panic. They're going to want their lead back, and they're going to wear themselves out. Demon Hawks need to just stay calm.
Well, and for the certified Lions, you know, they've got to start creating more chances, and they're just not getting those chances. Some nice playing out there by Avila in goal. But they can no longer sit back on this. They're going to have to press forward, get a little looser in the back, which will benefit Iowa. As we get an inadvertent horn. They can correct the scoreboard. They do. To the 4th. A light crowd on hand for game 1, but Omaha is on deck as they will host Harrisburg. At midfield, a little pushing from behind on Gallegos. It will be a foul against Iowa.
Oh, Pelly, it seems like, yep, against Iowa.
I was over in Cedar Rapids several seasons ago when they had a team in the league.
Yeah, they got them back, the Raptors.
The
So Raptors, they came back this year.
Yep, this was in the PASL before it then became the MASL.
Oh, wow.
All right, Iowa's going from our right to left. Certified Lions from our left to right here in this 4th quarter. Loose ball out front. Lella able to clear it back out of midfield. Sent the other way by Diaz. Avila comes up with it, rolls it out far side. Long pass down. Hanover. Valella. Shot. Save. House. Goes out of play. It'll be a quick corner kick coming up for Oklahoma City.
Nice try by Oklahoma, trying to get a shot on goal. Those shots, they may look easy on the screen, but believe me, they're nothing. They're far from easy. You can take that shot, and just by a slight move of the goalkeeper, the ball can go in. Just trying to deflect those balls. I see many, many goals go in with the referees trying to deflect it. I mean, sorry, goalkeepers.
Right. Restart coming up on the left side. Valella. He'll leave it behind. Shot just high and wide by Liel. Now here in this arena, they shorten the corners. You don't have the old regular hockey rink corners. They put in those lower heavy plastic boards with a thinner plexiglass. So sometimes you get more of a dead stop when you dump the ball down the corners, not getting as much bang and hop off the ball, off the walls, as you normally would if it was the hockey boards.
Yes, great observation.
Along the near side, Certified Lions losing it. Gasonedo coming up with it, takes it to the far side. Wide open on the top, shot by Romero is blocked wide and out of play.
A missed opportunity by the Demon Hawks.
Yeah, good play there, Avila.
You think he thought about it too much? Should have been just a one-touch push into the goal.
Yeah, you know these guys, sometimes sometimes they want to make a couple more extra moves. Pereira's going to send it back. Intercepted. Shoulder hit there by Casanedo. Goes down into the corner. Certified Lions trying to get it out. Biel gets it over onto the far side, but intercepted there by Lopez. He'll play back behind him, Gutierrez. House. Long pass all the way up for Lopez, but we got the 3-line violation.
Ooh, Demon Hawks. No, you don't want those kind of mistakes here. Well, sir, thanks for the history lesson. And a lot of people that want to know more about the history and the rivalries, you have to watch the M1 division to know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, so much out there. Soccer history. A restart here for Oklahoma City. Ball played down the corner, shot. Nice save by House. Blocking Gayton, and it's cleared out. My good friend Rich Pichetti in the Cleveland area, he has put together a giant book of all of the league uniforms of indoor soccer since its inception there in the late 70s. Just fascinating, his soccer knowledge of all these years and the various changes that we've had in indoor soccer. Here's another block by Gay. He had a big one earlier in this contest, but it doesn't matter. Iowa has taken that 4-3 lead. House sending it out of play. That's going to be a restart coming up at the top of the arc now for Oklahoma City and the Certified Lions.
Iowa needs to stay calm. They need to stay calm. They cannot make these little mistakes.
And we might see a timeout called here after the Certified Lions line up. I want to see how the Demon Hawks are going to set this up defensively with the normal 3-man wall in front. Valelo's going to put Martinez to his right. Stops and then calls the timeout.
You called it, sir. It seems like you've done this before a few times.
My goodness. Started in '89 with the Hershey Impact. '91 they changed into the Harrisburg Heat. And the Heat went out of business in '03. I called up my buddies down in Philadelphia and said, hey, can I hop in on the broadcast? And they said, yeah, you got it. And I started doing the Philadelphia Kicks. Of course, they won the championship back in 2007. And they went out in 2010. And the Harrisburg Heat came back into business in 2012. So, yeah, it's, I'd say several hundred games later.
I want to give a shout out to some of our best buddies back in Des Moines, Iowa, who are watching this broadcast right now. And you know, you learn a lot from people that sometimes you least expect it. You know, and I have a little buddy that has a little dyslexia, and he said, you know, I really like the new Major Arena. I like the new Major League Soccer in the arena, and I said, I love it. I'm going to use it from now on. I love it. Major League Soccer in the arena.
You know, and it is so much. Nothing against outdoor soccer because I also played it. But, man, there's nothing like indoor, the control, the quickness, the bouncing. I just have more of a passion for the indoor game than the outdoor. Some folks are completely opposite. They don't want to see the indoor. It's sacrilege to them. It's got to be outdoor. But I love the indoor.
I met many people that don't like soccer. Then when they come to an indoor match, they fall in love with the game.
Yeah. Comes a restart. A little nifty on the move there by the Certified Lions, but a great block by Guilherme Lopez. Still loose in front, and a volley shot is blocked. Great attempt by Painolver in the box. Now Gayton dancing it around. Comes out. It's a shooting gallery right now. A head ball wide. Still loose on the right. House still can't get his hands on it and finally cleared out. Here's another one. Valela gets blocked. Goes deep into the corner. Martinez trying to get on it. Gutierrez trying to guard. Kept alive by Valela, but it goes out of play.
Way to kill that attack by the Iowa team. And Hawks, talk about the adrenaline rush that Ryan Heidenhouse was going to right now. Stopping that amazing shot, man.
Yeah.
Woo, how did he see that?
That was a shooting gallery. And Oklahoma City could not take advantage of it. They had the opportunities. Iowa clears it out. Ribeiro sending it all the way down to the right side. Lincoln Burgess has his pocket picked. Burlington gets it out. Or Burleson, rather. Out of midfield. Ribeiro. Gay knocking it forward, but too far. It was intended to get it to Leal. Sent up the middle. Lincoln Burgess over to the far side. Gallegos. Diaz. House says, Gutierrez, you take it. Oklahoma City down by 1. They've got to push up further. Keep the pressure on up front. Can't allow Iowa to work the clock either. Along the near side, the ball comes back. Gutierrez sends it in, picked up by Oliva. Lovano still in his own end. Back for Oliva. He'll bring it out. Long pass down along the far boards. Oklahoma City putting the pressure on. They're starting to feel it. But Medina sending it out of midfield. They're down by 1 with 10:05 to go here in the fourth. 4-3 Iowa leading in the semifinals of the M2. Ball sent up the far boards, but knocked by Gutierrez back out of midfield. Pereira moves in, right side, into the corner, goal! And it's a 2-goal lead now for the Demon Hawks.
What a golazo. I mean, that was an amazing shot. I did not see an angle. Hits the post, hits the goal.
Romero.
Wow. Talk about one of those movie climaxes right there, right? Getting the lead. And let's hope that the Demon Hawks can keep it going. Again, my apologies for being a little biased there, but
Jamie Romero.
Yes, sir. Jaime Romero, great addition to the team of the Iowa Demon Hawks.
His 6th of the season.
Yes, sir. Now
5-3.
bold move by the Lions to bring out their goalkeeper.
Yep.
Oh, no.
And Avila came all the way up too far to possess that ball. Charged with the foul. Here come the Demon Hawks again. Another save for Avila. Eddie Martinez putting it on him that time. Now Avila will run it out, and he can run across the midfield with it, sending it down into the left corner. Ball goes around the boards. House knocks it back out front. Kept alive. Medina outside the zone, plays it down to the wing. Look to get it back, but they're going to call for the pushing foul as he knocked down Eddie Martinez.
Eddie Martinez. Going against El Tanque. He better watch out.
On deck, the Harrisburg Heat. They moved this year to Hershey, Pennsylvania, back to the old Hershey Park Arena. Here comes Iowa. 2-on-1. Out front. Goal! Pereira tickles the twine.
Capitan G. Anderson Pereira shining here tonight. Iowa, 3-goal lead.
Woo. That's his 2nd goal of the game. 27th of the season.
You can tell that foul that Eddie pulled from El Tanque affected the team a lot.
Six 6-3, Iowa opens it up. A little breathing room for the Demon Hawks. One of our online questions was, will Harrisburg stay in Hershey again next year? And that is still a big question mark, but I would say yes. He seemed to be doing much better there with getting cooperation from a arena standpoint than they were with the Farm Show Arena in Harrisburg. Midway through the fourth, 6-3. Ball was centered but blocked. Oklahoma City trying to clear it out. Comes out to the top, Ribeiro. Midfield. Down the middle, little room, and he tickles the twine again. What a run there by Borges.
What a goal. Talk about nerves of steel. Eyes in those veins. Eddie Martinez with el sombrerito, what we call it. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful shot.
7-3. Martinez.
Big shout out to his family from Chihuahua that are watching right now. He's got a great fan base, that guy.
Second of the game, 11th of the season at 7:38. And you called it early on. These guys had fresh legs. Oklahoma City didn't. We kind of knew the fourth quarter was going to be the difference. What did the certified Lions have left in the tank? And obviously, it's starting to hurt.
Yes, sir. It's starting to hurt. And it's a tough schedule, and you got to scramble to recuperate, to come back and try to put up show a performance. We talked about this in the previous years before, how maybe sometimes we should give the guys an extra day to rest.
Yeah, but I think the M2 just wanted to get it all in. Unlike the M1, where you're playing a best of three, you're playing quarterfinals, semifinals, and then finals, and spreading it over a home and home, so you can play at your arena and then at the opposing arena. But the M2 is different. They'll pick a site, they'll get those quarterfinals in, get the semifinals in, and tomorrow we've got the championship. And right now, one of those two teams that will be in it looks like it's going to be the Iowa Demon Hawks, unless Oklahoma City comes back with some fabulous comeback here. They're going to try to start with a sixth attacker.
Yes, sir. Very dangerous move. Very dangerous move, as we have some amazing strikers. Gianderson Pereira, Kaique, Eddie. I mean, these guys love the long shots.
Lovano will be the sixth attacker for Oklahoma City.
This is a double-edged sword. It always makes me nervous when the sixth attacker shows up this late in the game and you're this far back.
Yeah, it can either get you right back into a game, or it's just going to open up that lead more for the opposing team. All right, certified Lions are down 7-3. Let's see what they do here. Lovano back for Espinoza. Getting pressure up front. Martinez all over him. Still loose far side, but Lovano comes back in his own end and chips it back out. Push forward there by Gayton. Over to the left side, Gayton centers it, but nobody in the box to try to finish it off. Demon Hawks able to clear it back out. Martinez comes up with it, dumps it down into the corner.
Oh, look at that ball.
Took a weird spin backwards, didn't it? A little more to the middle there. That would have been a goal, but Lovano gets back, and here come the certified Lions once again.
I just experienced slow motion in real life.
Yeah. Medina crossing it to the far side. Alvaro Lovano. Near side. Harrow moves in, pulls that trigger. Nice hold there by House.
So are the goalkeepers allowed to just throw the ball across and try to make a goal?
Yeah, and in fact, there have been a few this season who have gotten goals. Some have been
with their hands.
With the hands, I've seen it in the M1 many times over the years, but I know that we've got a couple keepers this season who have had it with the feet.
Okay.
But you can throw it, yes.
But you have to drop the ball and then kick it.
Oh, you can.
Because Heiderhouse had a great opportunity to score and he decided to call a timeout.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know why. He could have put it down. Yeah, he could have half-volleyed it if he wanted to, but
I think Coach Thiago Coutinho told him to call the timeout and regroup.
Yeah.
And go loud.
Yeah, we've seen some throwing goals many times over the years, and
in
some,
the M1 for sure. I don't think I've seen it in the M2 just yet.
Right. I know Hugo has for the Harrisburg Heat has a goal this season.
And you know, I think
maybe two.
I think that Oklahoma has not done a sixth attacker in a game before this season because they won most of their games.
Okay.
This is the first time that they are bringing their sixth attacker onto the field.
Wow. Yeah, Hugo has 1 goal this season. So the restart coming up here.
And their goalie's back on the field. It looks like Lions are going to not take that chance with the sixth attacker.
5 o'clock tomorrow, Central Time. No, I'm sorry. 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow for the finals. Sixth attacker stays in. That's Luvano, near side Medina. He'll play it up the middle, little spin move there. Harrow. He'll get it back at the right point. Medina in the neutral zone. Sends it over to the left side. Luvano. Medina. Pulls a trigger save by House. Sent down into the corner by Casanedo. 5:19 to go.
What a strategic play by the Lions. I didn't even notice when the sixth attacker showed up. Very, very fast switch there.
Well, they put Avala back in. He has to make a save, but still loose in the top and goes wide. 2 attempts there by Iowa. Gay trying to clear it out. Needs a little help from Painolver. Down the right side. Moving in, Harrow. Stripped away. Oklahoma City trying to decide who's going to go in net. Now they'll change back up to the regular keeper, Avila. Sent all the way down into the corner, Gutierrez. As it poked away. Certified Lions will change again.
El Tanque Medina holding on to that ball like the boss that he is.
4:30 to go in the fourth. Medina trying with a little heel kick redirection, had it intercepted, but Certified Lions come up with it. Malella, his pass intercepted, leaves the net wide open. This one's going to go just wide.
You got eagle eyes there, sir. Eagle eyes.
We saw Daniel Villela there. He had 2 goals in that first half. But it's a 7-3 Iowa lead. Espinoza around to the right side. Villela, Espinoza. Demon Hawks pushing out, trying to keep the pressure up. Lopez out there and pushing out Guillerme. Far side. Lovano trying to get free, sends it off the boards, but House, perfect possession, turns and plays it off the boards and holds and rolls it. Oklahoma City comes up with a steal. Right side, down the slot, save again by House. Mild head ball from the carpet, but it is finally cleared out, but kept alive by Medina. Hill working on the far boards, a lot of pushing there with Pereira. Certified Lions down the corner. Lovano, Medina. At the center, Espinoza plays it over to Villela. Trying to pass it up the middle, it's cleared, and this one will go just wide left. Foot race coming back for it, and that should be a tripping foul against Pereira, and it is.
All right, so just so we know, all the Demon Hawks have got the main defensive line out there. It seems the House called the timeout to get more defensive players on in the field.
Yeah, just Work that sixth attacker defense. Up by 4. Here's the turn, but the shot is blocked by Painelver. Cleared again. Painelver had a good opportunity there near the top of the arc, but couldn't get it off. He'll have it again. He'll play it down for Medina in the corner. Try sending it around the boards. In front, he shoots and scores.
Beautiful goal by
Sixth
Los
attacker.
Leones. It worked. It worked. The sixth attacker worked. They get 2 minutes and 5 seconds to come up with something special.
12:55 is the time of the goal for Kenneth Gayton. So Gayton with the goal. That is his 12th of the season. Just his first goal in this game.
Talk about a nerve-wracking ending.
John Wilsbach alongside Alejandro Rios. Glad to have you along here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you. Can't believe that I'm broadcasting with a legend.
Well,
I love it.
I don't know a legend of what, but I'll take it. I'll take it. There's so many games done over the years in indoor soccer. My buddy Tommy out in Milwaukee doing many of those. The announcer down in Kansas City, I think between the three of us, thousands of games total.
Looking forward for the documentary and the Netflix special.
Yeah. You'll be waiting a long time. We've got another one coming up right after this. It's Harrisburg and Omaha.
Well, the Demon Hawks need to get their act together. It was a huge mess right in front of the net, and the defense gave away that shot. So they need to make sure they don't let that happen 3 more times. And now the task is to wind down the clock and stay on top.
3-goal lead by Iowa. Loose ball near the top. Shot just wide. Kept alive by Lopez. Weaving it through traffic in the corner, and he shoots and scores! 8-4 Iowa.
What a golazo, what a golazo. It was like deja vu. They did it again. That is the magic corner right there for the Demon Hawks.
What a blast from that right side. Found the right angle and finished it off.
Lions again with their 6th attacker coming back on the field.
8-4 our score in the semifinal match. Sent around the boards, and Demon Hawks able to clear it back out. Jose Lopez getting that last goal. 6th attacker still in there for the certified Lions. Shot blocked. They've had a fine season, but it's going to end here tonight. Valella over on the right side. Goal! Martinez near the top, turns and finds the bottom corner. I don't think House saw it. I think he was a little screamed.
Yes, sir. He managed to get his goal. El Tanque, the tank, got his goal, and they got 55 seconds to produce something special.
Antonio Medina. Eight to 5. House sends it 3 lines.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It'll be a restart. Center point.
40.
Mistake there by the keepers. Come up with some nice saves.
44 seconds, 44 seconds. You don't want to give them any opportunities.
No, especially on something like this on a restart where you can do it within a couple seconds. Still leaving some time on the clock. Restart from the top. Valella over on the right. Shot kick save by House. Loose ball down the corner. Still loose around the box. Who's got it? A lot of pushing, fighting for the ball. Everyone missing on the headers. Iowa trying to get it out with Pereira. And now we're going to get the foul whistled against Oklahoma City.
What a battle. What a battle. Nerve-ending finish.
And 2-0 at halftime in favor of the Certified Lions, but Iowa turned it on here in the second half. Stick around, the Harrisburg Heat coming up with the Omaha Kings. Ball sent down into the corner and cleared back out. 20 seconds to go. Got a little kicking going on over along the far boards. A little frustration setting in right now. Everyone's separated. Now you're at the point where you don't need anyone getting red carded and having to sit out tomorrow.
You're in the finals, man.
That's right.
Keep it cool. Keep it cool.
The Demon Hawks, no strangers to the finals. They've seen a lot of it the last few years.
It seems like they got a blue card. Did he get a blue card?
He got a yellow.
Yellow card, okay.
I believe we're going to get matching yellows, which will mean everybody will still be at equal strength, just the 5 minutes when there's only 18 seconds left in the game. So.
Okay, there's a blue card behind the yellow. That's why I got confused. Okay, so after the game's over, they're still on timeout for 4.5 minutes, right? Just so they can cool down.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, let them sit out there while the next game's warming up. So that will essentially be a blue card on both teams. They'll play a 4v4 here for the next 18 seconds with, instead of the 6th attacker, the 5th attacker for Oklahoma City. They'll play it up the near side. Harrow got knocked down, but they still had possession. That was a delayed call. Ball sent down into the corner. Lovano can't get the shot off. Ball comes back in midfield. And Iowa will advance to the MASL2 finals tomorrow.
They did it, ladies and gentlemen. The Iowa Demon Hawks are in the finals.
Well, we invite you to stick around. We've got game 2 coming up after a while. Our final score here in game 1 of the semifinals. The Iowa Demon Hawks, 8. Certified Lions of Oklahoma City, 5. For my colleague Alejandro Rios, I'm John Wilsbach. We invite you to stick around. Game 2 on the way in the MASL2 semifinals. This is MASL2 Soccer.